Hello dear friends, courageous friends and allies. Bonjour mes amis, on se retrouve enfin, finally after such a challenging year. We are reunited. This is our first virtual Liberal convention with all of you Canadians tuning in from across the country. Et on se retrouve aujourd'hui peut-être pas aussi proches physiquement les uns des autres comme on l'a fait à travers les années, mais c'est à travers les moments difficiles qu'on se rend vraiment compte à quel point le Parti libéral du Canada est fort. On est unis et on est prêt à affronter le présent et à bâtir l'avenir. And looking back and thinking about previous Liberal conventions, I can still feel the uniting energy, the smiles, the accumulated work and long hours, the friendly handshakes, the tears of joy, and how much more we've always wanted to do for all families, for all our grandkids, and for this planet and generations to come. Now, on another note, my dad always told me two things when I was young, amongst others. But first, stop rushing because you're just slowing yourself down. And that in life, there are those who watch things happen, those who make things happen, and those who wonder what happened. Well, let's just put it this way. To all our volunteers, to our co-chairs, to Rachel, Marcy, Terry, and Mona, and all MPs and other team members across the country, thank you for making this conference happen. I have to admit that speaking to you today, standing here healthy, that my heart pinches a little because we Canadians and the world have been through so much this past year. I have seen firsthand all the sacrifices many of you have made to help us navigate this challenging period. And fortunately, contracting COVID didn't develop into any serious health issues for me, but that was not and still isn't the case for so many. These past months have been a learning experience on so many levels. And as a mental health and gender equality advocate, I've spoken virtually and obviously from a distance to isolated mothers in despair, to struggling families trying to cope with disease and mental illness, to victims of domestic abuse, to therapists, psychiatrists, and medical experts trying to help them all, but who were also feeling depleted. We need to face many troubling realities, and wishing things were different is just not going to cut it. While the Liberal team across the country, all of you rolled up your sleeves, you put on your masks, and you raised the bar by doing so much to help our most vulnerable citizens. And sometimes those citizens are direct family members or friends, and most of all, there are always our fellow Canadians and neighbors. We are all in this together, and we are going to pull through together. En regardant l'année qui vient de passer, comme on dit en bon français, il n'y en aura pas de facile. Mais en cette période difficile que l'équipe libérale, que chacun d'entre vous a fait, vraiment a fait tout son possible pour aider les Canadiens qui souffrent le plus et aussi pour redresser notre économie de manière vraiment responsable et de manière fructueuse. Et soyons clairs, l'équipe libérale est là pour les Canadiens et on va tout faire pour protéger leur santé et les soutenir tout au long de cette crise mondiale de laquelle on a tellement de leçons à apprendre. On travaille déjà depuis des années à bâtir une économie plus juste et plus verte et une société plus égalitaire pour tous. Et on est loin de s'arrêter. On comprend l'urgence de la situation et on ne vous laissera pas tomber, mes amis. Moi, j'ai grandi dans une famille avec des membres du milieu médical et j'ai toujours été sensibilisée à leur travail dévoué. Mais vraiment, je dois avouer qu'à travers la pandémie, je n'ai jamais été aussi reconnaissante envers le travail des travailleurs de première ligne qui n'ont ménagé vraiment aucun effort pour venir en aide aux autres, pour venir en aide aux Canadiens. Merci du fond du cœur to all the frontline workers and all the sacrifices that you have made to help Canadians. Thank you so much. We care. The Liberal Party cares about the lives of Canadians and their struggles, and we really want everyone to have a fairer chance at success. And to succeed in this endeavor, gender equality is a priority. My feminist husband, Justin, and the Liberal team are tackling the She session head on, as this pandemic has had devastating effects on the lives of so many Canadian women and their families. And, you know, working with women and men as true allies is the only way forward to create more justice. And just so we are all aware, with the successful Liberal by-elections last year in Toronto and York Centre, Marcy, Ian, and Yara Sachs helped us for the first time in our history to officially have 100 women representing Canadians in the House of Commons. And wait until you get to know more about our task force on women and the economy. Now, Canada's future and competitiveness depends on the ability of women to participate equally and fully in our workforce. And this, my friends, is just a start. Vous savez, en tant que militante pour l'égalité des sexes, je suis fière que mon mari, féministe, Justin, et toute son équipe comprennent à quel point c'est important de reconnaître que l'on fait face à une récession au féminin. Les mesures que le gouvernement fédéral prend pour s'assurer que toutes les femmes canadiennes et que nos filles puissent réaliser leur plein potentiel sont réelles. Les femmes et les filles façonnent notre monde à tous les jours pour le mieux. Et les femmes autochtones, les femmes transgenres, les femmes de toutes les origines et orientations sexuelles, les femmes en situation de handicap et de toutes les communautés, vous comptez et on est là pour vous aider. L'équipe libérale s'engage à soutenir les femmes aussi entrepreneurs, mais aussi toutes les mamans qui ont peine à rejoindre les deux bouts. Des services de garde abordables, c'est essentiel. L'allocation canadienne pour enfants l'est aussi. Et vous savez, j'ai rencontré des mères qui m'ont confié que ça change tout pour elles. Eh bien, ça va continuer et le Parti libéral va en faire encore plus au cours des prochaines années pour s'assurer de créer encore plus d'opportunités pour les femmes sur le marché du travail et dans toutes les sphères de la société. The Liberal Party is committed. We are ready, and we will rise to the challenges and opportunities ahead. We will keep moving forward with the strong actions that Canadians from across the country are counting on. And you know what? There has never been a more important time to get involved, to get creative, to get united, to get courageous, and to have a sustainable and promising vision for this country. Canada needs to continue to lead on so many fronts so we can inspire others to do the same. With gender equality policies, a plan for a prosperous, roaring green economy and creating more good-paying jobs for all Canadians, and of course, ensuring that everyone has access to safe and effective vaccines. Our health and our economy will start roaring, dear friends. We can do this. Oh, and you know, there's another great thing we've accomplished together. We've moved forward with our first ever virtual open town halls and virtual grassroots fundraisers, and more than 10,000 volunteers have stepped up, and more than 6,000 Canadians have taken part in our online open policy process, and we've hit a new all-time record for grassroots monthly donors. And I'm really excited to see and meet always talented, accomplished, and devoted new Liberal candidates. We really are one big family, and we are looking towards a better future with so much vision, so much renewed energy, compassion, and really deep expertise. We got this. We got each other's backs, minds, and hearts. On travaille pour vous. On a besoin de vous pour faire avancer notre mouvement, pour plus de justice dans notre société. Le Parti libéral du Canada va continuer à prendre des mesures audacieuses pour que chacun d'entre nous puisse compter sur nous quand ça vient à votre santé, vos emplois, un environnement sain et protégé et une économie florissante. On a déjà les manches retroussées et la main à la pâte et on ne vous lâchera pas. You know, it is said that to start a race, it takes courage. But that to finish a race, it takes faith. Faith in yourself, faith in each other, and of course, my fellow Liberals, faith in Canadians. It's time. It's time to face our challenges and lead by example. Let us never forget what we have been through together, and let's draw on that to build back better. What do we all have in common? You know. Hope and hard work means a lot of things to a lot of different people. But to me, it's simple. It all comes down to love for Canada and loving every single Canadian. Je vous aime, mes amis. J'ai confiance en nous. Bon congrès. All my best to your loved ones. Let's keep Canada moving forward.